What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about some of the top accessories that I like to use with the new DJI Mavic Air 2. Now, I've done one of these videos before with the DJI Mavic Mini, and you guys seem to really like that. So going along with that, we're going to try to talk about some of the things that are useful, some things that might not be useful. And there's a lot of needs that need to be filled in the drone market, but because major manufacturers, they don't really make them. So a lot of small guys will design 3D printed parts, and so a lot of accessories that are really good for drones are only going to be available in 3D printed parts. So the first thing I think is the most useful, and if you're looking at getting the DJI Mavic Air 2, you haven't got it yet and you're like contemplating, oh, should I get the Fly More combo kit? Yes, get the Fly More combo kit. If you were to ask me what's the best accessory to get for the DJI Mavic Air 2, I would say the Fly More combo kit, because it comes with a whole bunch of stuff that you otherwise would have to spend a lot more money to get, like the 2 extra batteries, this little case, filters, you get a charging dock. Allows you to have 3 batteries charging, not simultaneously, but you can put 3 batteries on a charger. It'll charge all 3 in sequence, starting with the one that'll be charged quickest, and it'll just go down the line to the next one until all 3 are charged, but it doesn't charge them all at once, it's one at a time. And also, if you don't know by now, you should charge your batteries using just the charger, not this. The first time you charge them, you should just use the regular charger and charge them individually. There's a problem with the batteries that causes them to not activate out of their hibernation mode. So just be careful about that. Let's move on into it. You get this case in the Fly More combo kit. Almost everything that I like to use is in this case. We'll start with that. The first thing, we have my registration for my drone. I keep that in the front pocket there. And then you also have in the front pocket here, the extra cables that came with the drone. That's all that I keep in there. We'll go right in to the meat of it. For me, it looks almost as if this case was made to fit an Apple iPad mini. One of the first things I have here is a Sunhood that's slipped right in there next to my iPad mini 5. Now, it has almost like a sleeve here, so it just feels like the iPad mini was just meant just to slide right in there. So those are my first 2 accessories right there. And the great thing about the iPad mini is that it'll fit on the controller with this custom mount that we've created. A lot of people are gonna use these Mav mounts, so this is something you can use. It's something that I've used on, I use on mine, and that's great and all. And then you have a little like sling or something, or a lanyard to go around your neck. But let's get into this. We're gonna start pulling things out. So we have here, this is something that I designed, and basically, I think this is the longer one. This is for the iPad 9.7, 10.5. But you just slip that in right there, and then you can put your iPad on. And then I've also created this lanyard mount here to hold your iPad, or to hold your controller. Obviously, it doesn't balance well with the iPad, but it balances very well with a regular phone. So we'll pop that right off. So bam, there you go. So far, like I said, I'm kind of all over the place. You have a lanyard mount for the controller here. When there's nothing in there, it will come out, so you got to be careful. But while you have something in here, like your phone, or this is a iPad Mini 2, I think. So here's the mount for the iPad Mini 2, and clicks right in, and then bam, there's your securely mounted iPad Mini 2. Again, it's not balanced that great for the iPad. iPad's super heavy compared to the rest of the controller. So lanyard mount, iPad mount. Now these are just a box. It's a box I 3D printed to hold my filters. Again, another part of the Fly More combo kit. Extra props. It's just a simple box, nothing special there. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Maybe we'll put it up. Also made a cover here, super simple. I'll probably have the links if those are going to be available. But you see so far everything I've just packed into this Fly More combo kit. This is also part of the Fly More combo kit. This allows you to attach it to a battery, and then you can discharge a battery or use it kind of like as a battery pack, an extra portable battery pack. And then your extra little knobbies. If you're going to unbox this for the first time, just so you know, there's cables and stuff up here in this area, so a lot of people have been confused about where they're at. Moving on to the Air 2 itself. Now, the prop holders for the Mavic Mini, super popular, and I understand that, but I'm going to tell you right now, the best way to store this is to just take the props off. I'm working on this prop holder right here, so if you guys really want me to put it out, I'll put it out, and then this one as well. My whole goal was to make it where they'll have just a room to move, but still be kind of captive. And that kind of looks like a diaper right now. So working on that. And same thing with this. We wanted it to be captive, where this doesn't move. Once it's locked in. Once it's locked in, it won't move, right? So when you're putting it in and out of the bag, it's not gonna move around. I've seen some other guys who made 3D printed versions, and I've tried them, and they move around when you try to put them in the bag. And that was the goal here, was to make it where this does not move around, once you put it in. And then again, there's no pressure on the propellers. That's super important. There's a lot of problems with the DJI Mavic Mini because people are using prop holders, not the ones that I make, but other people are using prop holders that put pressure and ultimately warp this plastic over time. So that's why we're trying to make it where this does not put any pressure on the Mavic Air 2 at all. So let's take those off, easy to come off, and then that'll come to another accessory. So if you plan on flying at night or during twilight hours, these right here, did I do it right? Or is it this one? Yeah, this way. I always get the right and left confused. But those just slip right in, and you slide them up the arms, and now they're really secure. With these, you want to get like a red and green strobe. These are Firehouse Dual LED, and you can see it doesn't actually pulse in real life. It's just the camera speed. But one of these is newer than the other, and one of them is higher quality than the other. But these are both Firehouse Technologies Dual LEDs. So far, that's the only design we have. They clear the props here. We've sold a number of these, and the guys are very happy with them. They're very secure. And they're not going anywhere, and they're pretty easy to get on and off. You just put them on and twist, and instructions are included. Put them on, twist, push. Same way to get them off, just twist them off. And I think one of the last ones here, it's another 3D printed. And again, most of this stuff is 3D printed because there's nobody else who has accessories that meet these requirements. This is a top mount, and for the, again, Firehouse Dual LED. And what you do, you just pop that bad boy in there. And the way you want to install this, get the charging port through there like that, is you want to actually, front that way. So you can either do it like that and it snaps in, or I recommend, because the retention is just the pressure there. So once you're popping it in, that's what's retaining it. So you got to put it in upside down, otherwise it's going to be a little bit difficult to put in. But this works as an anti-collision strobe, so that a airplane or a helicopter, whatever, would be able to see you at night or during twilight, and it'll help you meet the requirements of the civil twilight, having some anti-collision, which is a 3 statute mile visibility. The dual Firehouse LED will fit that. So this, along with getting some like left and right, or port and starboard, red and green, lights here, which will help you figure out your attitude and altitude. So you can figure out how high you are and what direction the Air 2's facing. And that's what you need to meet in order to fly at night. If you're a hobbyist, you know, there's different rules. If you're a professional, you have to apply for a waiver to fly at night. That's the 107.29, so you need a waiver for that. But if you want a waiver, having these setups is one of the ways you're going to be able to do it with the Air 2. Plenty of guys out there who will just stick Velcro on, and that's fine too. Me personally, I prefer a much cleaner look, which is why we're using this gray color to try to match the Mavic Air 2 as best as possible. Forgot about this. I'll probably be doing a video about this because I tried to see if the Mavic Air 2 would track the Skydio 2. And if the Skydio 2 would track the Mavic Air 2. There's the Skydio 2 attempting to track the... hence the GoPro style mount here that we created, which is, you know, pretty much the same as this, just with a GoPro style mount on it. And then I have this, which is the Skydio 2 beacon, which I developed this here. If you were looking at wanting to attach a GoPro or something like that, this is the kind of thing you would want to look for. They have them available online. You can download them, or if you guys want me to make one available, just let me know in the comments. Also, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. The last thing we're going to talk about is ND filters, which those weren't on. The way I install and uninstall, deinstall my ND filters. So I have an ND filter on there right now. And the way it is what comes with is this blank. So in order to change filters, you want to grab it. I prefer to hold it upside down, put it on a table. You could you could try holding it like a baby or something, but you grab the head here, and then you put your fingers on the corners, and then you put pressure on it. So this hand is pushing pressure that way, this hand is pushing pressure this way, and then you twist counterclockwise and then pull off. And then that's how you uninstall and reinstall. So same thing, we got that locked in, we're pushing, and then clockwise. And then now that's the original part in there. As far as accessories go for drones, most of them are going to end up probably being 3D printed. You can get a few, you know, that are mass produced like this, or you can get some of ours, which are made here in the US. We 3D print these ourselves. That's it for now, guys. Most of this stuff's going to be in the description. So if you guys are interested in this stuff, check them out in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.